this town has a very large Afro-descendant population.
Okay, so we're gonna find some black people here, maybe.
We're gonna between two.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. We out here in El Salvador, and we're in the town of what?
Today we are in a town called Atiquizaya.
Atiquizaya.
Yeah.
And what is so special about this town, D?
This is my mom's town.
This
is my mom's hometown.
This is oh wow, this is D's
Yeah.
mom hometown.
Yeah,
So you
so
definitely got relatives here.
I have relatives here. I know this town like the palm of my hand. I have spent many holidays, vacations. I used to come here weekly. My grandma used to live here. I have been coming to this town since even before I was born.
Okay, Atiquizaya.
Yeah. Atiquizaya.
That's funny, I can pronounce that name, Atiquizaya.
Yeah, this is a very quiet town. Like everything here by 7 p.m. there's not even people in the street.
Okay.
So it's very calm, but it's very nice. People are, there's a funny thing about people in Atiquizaya. They like to curse. That is like a thing about Atiquizaya is like they like bad words. It's like you're gonna see people cursing for everything and nothing. And they don't even mean it in a bad way. It's just that they have a very colorful language.
Okay. Does your mom take part in this language?
Sometimes she does. There's actually even a curse word that when you say it in San Salvador, they tell you, oh, you're from Ahuachapán or you're from Atiquizaya. I'm not gonna say it here, but yeah, it's a very particular
word.
Word.
You guys got to figure that one out on your own.
Yeah. So my mom grew up in this town.
Atiquizaya.
Yes, and another reason why I wanted to bring you to this town, besides being a very special town to me, is that this town has a very large Afro-descendant population.
Okay, so we're gonna find some black people here, maybe.
I hope that we can, but maybe if we don't see a black person, you're gonna see that there's a lot of people with darker skin tones and curly hair. And they celebrate it. Do you want to go inside
it's
of
the
the
park? It's up to you, whatever you want to
so
do,
they
D.
can see. They actually celebrated. There is an association called Afros, and their goal is to recognize and celebrate the African descendants in El Salvador, and especially in this town, because as I was reading this, because when I was little, I noticed that there's a lot of darker skinned people here, and I found it very curious. So I did a little bit of research, and it says that from the research that was done, like some studies, there was a black settlement in Atiquizaya. Yeah.
Okay.
There was a little settlement, and that's why a lot of people from this town have like black features.
Okay.
And they do look a little bit darker.
So could this be the blackest town in El Salvador? Or one of them? It's probably one of them.
I think it's one of them, yeah. And the neighboring towns too, because sometimes when you see people that come from outside of the town, they also look very dark.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we're in the center of town. We always like to go to the center of town to let you see it from the inside out.
Yeah. And this house, it doesn't look it right now, but this belonged to one of the richest families.
Oh, in Atiquizaya.
Yeah. Back in the day, like it was the it house.
Oh, okay.
And this is also the bus stop. The 210 is the bus that runs between Santa Ana and Ahuachapán.
Oh, wow.
So if you look, those kids over there, the ones that are getting on the bus, they look very, like they look darker than the regular.
Let's see if we can walk up on it.
darker skin.
Okay, right there.
Like they have a little bit more like darker skin.
The melanin in the skin.
Yeah.
Did you tell your mom you was coming to this town today?
Yeah, I told her that I was bringing you here. She got very excited because, you know,
Okay.
one thing.
We're gonna walk to the other part first and then go down there?
Yeah, but we should go this way so they can see a little bit more about the town, and then we come back this way.
Okay.
Oh, but if you want to see the marketplace, it's fine. There's not going to be much, but we can do it.
Oh, it's a quick walk through and then we can cut back over that way. But you know this town by heart, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we walk down and cut over real quick. Because you gonna go down that street, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
So she was very excited that you were going to see her town.
Okay.
And where she grew up at and everything. And because she knows that even though my mom wasn't born here, this is the town that she identifies with.
Because that's where she grew up at.
Yeah, and even though I was born in Salvador, I identify with this town. This is the state that I identify with.
Okay.
Because most of my family comes from here.
Okay.
So it has a very
Special place in your
our
heart, D.
hearts. Yeah. Every time I come here, like a lot of people can say, oh, the town is boring, there's nothing to do, but every time I come here I feel happy.
Okay.
Because it brings me a lot of childhood memories, because my great aunt and my grandma live here.
Okay.
And my great aunt was actually, my great aunt is kind of like a celebrity here.
Why is that? What she do special?
She was Catholic, a very Catholic woman.
Okay.
And she would give we call it I don't even know how do you call that, but she gives she used to give a little class to kids that wanted to do their first communion and the confirmation. So the kids will come to her house.
Okay.
And she would give the little preparation classes for your first communion. So actually, I don't remember the year. I think it was around 2008 that she got like a huge diploma by the city. She's like an outstanding citizen, something like that. And they gave her like a recognition. She was in the newspaper and everything, because there's a lot of people here that took classes from her. Her little, we call it doctrina or catechesis. I don't know how to say that in English, but it's like a little class that you take before doing your sacraments. So a lot of people took classes with her, and a lot of people have her as a godmother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like in my case, she's my godmother.
Okay.
When I got baptized, she's my godmother, and my cousin is my godfather.
Okay.
So she's a godmother to a lot of people. A lot of people knew her.
So walk down this way, or?
A lot of people knew her because of that, and because she was she has a very special place in my heart, because she was very affectionate.
Oh, okay. Like I am, a nice person. I got you.
She's like, she would spoil me when I was little, give me things, cook for me and everything. So being here reminds me of that.
When did she pass away?
She passed away in 2010.
2010.
Yeah, and my grandma passed away in 2007. So with them,
Yeah.
I don't have any grandparents.
Oh, that was your aunt, the one that passed away at 61. Was that the one that passed?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No,
How old was she?
She was like 80, in her 80s.
Oh, she was up there.
Yeah, no, the one that died kind of young is my mom's. It's my mom's sister.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't have older relatives like that, so it makes me a little bit nostalgic. So being here in this town makes me feel like I can still relive all those memories.
Oh, okay.
Because she would come to mass, and she would bring me to mass with her, or she would go visit some other people. Or here they have prayers, like you organize, for example, let's say today is an important date in the Catholic tradition, like a saint or a virgin or something. So someone organizes a prayer group, and they go to that house, they pray the rosary or something, and then at the end they give you a little snack.
Okay.
So she would bring me there when I was a child, and
Oh, wow.
like they would give me snacks and things like that. So this is the local selectos, as always. They have
Okay.
they have a little selectos supermarket
Okay.
right here. I wanted them to show to see that they have a little supermarket.
Selectos.
Yeah, it's a small one, but we do have it, and now if you want we can walk the other way so they can see the other plaza. This town
Okay.
has two little parks.
Okay.
The first one that we saw is a little bit more, simple. It doesn't have a lot of ornaments or decorations or nothing. This one has more trees, and in my opinion it's nicer
Okay.
because you can also see the city hall and the Catholic Church that for my family has also a lot of significance. The Catholic Church has like a lot of memories for my family especially.
Okay. And why is that, D?
Because my mom grew up in the church, and when I say grew up in the church,
Literally.
I mean literally. She lived in the church. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Because
Was she poor?
the priest back then,
She wasn't poor. It was just.
the priest back then was a Spanish priest, and when my family came from the north of the country, where they're originally from, they were poor. They didn't have a job, so my grandmother got a job as basically she was doing the domestic work for the priest.
Okay.
Like she would cook, clean, iron his clothes and
yeah,
everything.
okay.
And in exchange, they got a place to live. Little salary, was not that much.
Okay.
A little salary, and food for me. I mean, food for my mom and my aunt. So they lived in a separate part of the, like on the side of the church. I'm gonna show it to you.
Okay, show it to me.
And it has changed, but my mom has a lot of memories from where she lived. She was basically living in the center of the town, the
Yeah,
very
speak a little
center.
louder, dear. A little louder.
The very center.
little louder.
The very center of the town.
Thank you. Thank you.
And this is the city hall right here.
Was that an attitude coming on, dude?
You're asking me to speak louder and louder and louder.
No, I asked you to speak loud one time, maybe twice.
Yeah,
Okay,
maybe
this is
3 times.
This is the center of the town.
Yeah.
You see, we get along great. You see that, guys? Now you seen the real D coming out. Okay, what's this? The center of the town. Back to the presentation, D.
The city hall.
Yeah.
This is the city hall right here. And that is high school right there.
Okay.
The building is really old. It's a really old building,
Okay.
but that is a school, a very important school. I think my mom went to this school, and
Why is it not painted blue?
to be honest with you, this one, I don't know why it's not painted blue, because most of them are painted blue.
I know. That's why I was going
Yeah,
off of what you
yeah.
told me.
But I don't know why.
They ran out of paint. In Atiquizaya, they ran out of paint.
Or maybe it was painted by the city hall, and that is the color that they had.
Oh,
and
okay.
That's why they did it.
That makes sense. So this is the church right here. So
Yeah,
where'd your mom
this
stay
is
at?
the church.
What's the name of the church so they know?
It's called Inmaculada Concepción, or that is the celebration of the conception of the Virgin. It's celebrated in December. So the local festivities of this town are in December. That school right there is called Menendez, and that is a very common last name. That's another thing about
Menendez. Ooh,
yeah.
I'll tell you about a last name. I know another Afro-Salvadoran with that name, Menendez. Wow, interesting. We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
Back to the story.
So the thing about Atiquizaya is also that there's some last names that once you hear them, you know that they're from here.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Very interesting.
the church has been renovated. This is the best that it has looked. Everything's like freshly painted.
Okay.
And this area right here is where my mom used to live at.
Right
Yeah, like right.
Let's
right
go
here.
to the door. And you got to show her this video too.
No, because this is like a chapel.
Okay, so it's this door.
It's this door.
Dee's mom used to live right in here.
Yeah, right in
That's
here.
all right. Okay, that's the church right there.
That's the church.
Wow.
It's a very big church because the population of Atiquizaya is mainly Catholic.
Okay.
So Catholic celebrations are very big here. And yeah, the church is looking super nice right now.
Okay.
In the 90s, it was looking kind of
raggedy.
Yeah, but now this floor is new. It was painted recently.
Got that money together, huh?
Yeah, actually the church has a lot of activities. They gather money so they can renovate the church because it's like the centerpiece of the
town.
city. Yeah, if you see the
1890, that's what it says.
1899.
1899,
It's
okay.
a very old
Old church, okay.
Yeah.
All right, then we'll go back this way.
Yeah. And you know, there's a school here in Atiquizaya. It's called Mercedes Monterrosa.
Okay.
In that school, they actually have a Afro-descendant beauty pageant.
Okay.
So every year there's a teacher. He has a last name, a nickname. They call him Ave Phoenix.
Okay.
And he organizes the Afro-descendant queen.
Okay.
So from all the kids in the school, they do the little beauty pageant and they select a girl that has like the darker skin, curly hair. I showed you a picture of her.
Okay.
And she looks like black.
Yes.
Very pretty girl. So they do this every year because when I was reading that article, I think that we can link it in the description in case people are interested in reading
Remind
it.
me and send it to me so I can put it in the description.
Yeah, we can put it in the description. People, like kids, have these horrible stories where they were bullied for their skin color and the texture of their hair, and they were called mean nicknames.
Okay.
We can walk into the little park.
Okay. All right.
They gave the kids like mean nicknames and everything. So with these little activities, the beauty pageants and everything, they want to make these kids feel special. Like they want them to know that they're beautiful. And
Okay.
yeah, it's more about keeping the school space more inclusive.
Okay.
You know, because there's like, and a lot of people don't see it or don't think about it, and they actually say, oh no, but they didn't mean it. They call you, it's very common in El Salvador that a nickname for your friends is negro or negra, like to the darkest skin. It's a very common nickname, and people say like, oh, but we didn't mean any harm, or no, it was innocent. And maybe, yeah, that's what you think, but still it hurts people's feelings, you know, because you're pointing out something that first of all they cannot change because it's their skin color. There's nothing they can do about it, and second of all is nothing bad about it. There's nothing bad about having a darker skin tone.
Okay.
So in what I like about this kiosk right here, this little kiosk thingy, is that for Christmas they put a huge nativity in here so you can come and actually take pictures and everything. It's like
that's nice.
Like a full-size nativity.
That's nice of them.
Yeah. And I remember another thing from when I was a kid that my great aunt will take me to people's houses to see nativities. Like they put a nativity in there and they put like a little, how do you call it, like a tip box.
Tips, right, yeah.
Yeah, so a tip jar, so you could put little tips because they really actually take the time to do the nativities. Like they invest money and time.
Okay.
And they bring ornaments from the States and they want to make it look really fancy and everything. So they just open the door and you can come in, see the nativity, and then you leave a little tip.
Oh, wow.
And this is the marketplace right here.
Okay. Well, let me say they sell pork.
Sorry?
They sell pork.
Pork. Where?
I said in the marketplace. Do they sell pork in the marketplace?
They sell everything: pork, fish, beef, chicken, vegetables, everything.
I know you like pork. I was trying to be funny. You didn't get it. I was like, do they sell pork?
Yeah, but
They sell everything, D.
no. Yeah, I know, but even pork is not a big thing. Like, it's not the main food.
I know.
Here.
D. It was a joke towards you because I know you like pork.
Okay.
You just laugh at me. When we working on our sense of humor, guys, we're gonna get it there. We're gonna get it there. So you walk through the streets many a times.
Ooh.
Huh?
A lot of times.
What are these little things called? What do you guys call it in Spanish?
We call it mototaxi.
Oh.
Very self-explanatory.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a complicated name, but
No.
that was pretty.
No, it's simple, straight to the point, and self-explanatory.
Sound like how the Dominicans call it, mototaxi.
Yeah. So they can take you around town. For example, if you come do your shopping and you don't want to walk back to the house because your bags are heavy, whatever, you just stop one of them, and they, depending on where you're going, they charge you between $2.25 and $1.
Okay.
Right now, everything's starting to quiet down, but in the mornings, this is packed. Yeah, it's full of people.
Thank you. It's nice for you showing your mom stuff like this. That was very nice of you. Where do you want to? That's where you want to go, G. It's up to you.
Let's keep going.
Okay.
So you can see the.
You gonna stop by your aunt's house?
Yeah, maybe we can stop. I'm gonna call her and see if she's not at work because she works in a.
Call center?
No, there's no call centers here.
I've been funny.
She works in a nursing home.
Oh, okay.
The local government has a nursing home that is funded by the city, and she works there, assisting the elderly.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually admire her a lot because the job that she has is like physically hard because you have to be doing the cleaning and everything, helping, showering, bathing the residents of the nursing home, and some of them, have
Conditions.
and
their ways.
Their ways, and they're kind of stubborn and everything. But she's like very patient. That is something that I have always admired from her. She would have been an amazing nurse because she likes to help people, and the whole nursing thing it's like she does it very well.
Okay.
So you see your favorite chicken spot?
Not no more. I'm worrying about my health now. Don Pollo is a thing of the past. Don Pollo is a thing of the past.
No, but it's not pollo, it's pollo.
Pollo.
Don Pollo.
Don Pollo.
Yeah, so this is the main road, like the main street.
What's the name of the street?
I don't know, to be honest.
But it's the main street. We know it's the main.
They call it like Main Street, Calle Principal.
Okay. Calle Principal.
And then if you go that way.
That way.
Go to the next city. The city that goes after Atiquizaya is called San Lorenzo.
So San Lorenzo.
Yeah,
okay.
it's a couple miles away. It's a very nice city.
Okay.
Like super small, super quiet, but everything's really cute. It's like very clean. That is something I can tell you about that city. Very clean.
Okay.
And super quiet. And actually, that town is neighboring Guatemala. So here we're very close to Guatemala. A couple miles from Guatemala. In the other city, San Lorenzo, there's actually a river. If you cross it, you're in Guatemala.
Oh wow. Great information, D.
Do you want to cut back into the city?
No.
No? Okay. It's very, very small, very quiet, but the people are very nice.
Okay.
Everyone's very nice here. And also I think it's very important because of the Afro descendants. That is something that we need to say, that it's very important. And also it's super, in my opinion, it's great that they're trying to embrace it and they're trying to recognize it. Because a lot of people, even though they look black, they don't identify as black because they think that black people are only from the U.S. or from Africa, or that
It's not
being
here.
black is like a bad thing,
Okay.
or they associate, like, I think there's a common misconception and people confuse nationality and race,
Okay.
or ethnicity and nationality, and they think that because they're Salvadorian and they have a Salvadorian ID, they cannot be black, but they can still be black because that is your ethnicity.
So
We're all-
Afro-Salvadorans.
yeah, there are Afro-Salvadorans, and they're embracing it. And this foundation, I'm hoping that I can get in touch with someone in that organization so they can talk to us about what they're doing and the activities that they do. And because we have to remember that the Day of the Afro-Descendant is coming.
Okay.
It's celebrated in August.
Y'all think I'll still be here for it?
So we need to see what the activities are going to be for that day.
It's a little hot out here too. Wow.
Yeah. It's hot.
That's hot. Let's see.
Little Cuban restaurant.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe say you had a couple Cuban friends. Maybe one of your Cuban friends own that restaurant.
I don't think my Cuban friends are in the country anymore.
Okay,
so.
but they did have a restaurant here when they were in the country.
Yeah, they did.
Okay, let's double check.
But it was in Santa Tecla.
I know. I know.
Yeah, you know.
I know. I heard the stories.
You did.
All right, guys.
And
That's
that's
wait.
the bus right there coming from San Salvador.
Oh, right there. Okay.
Yeah. That's the bus that you need to take from San Salvador. The buses that run here and that come through Atiquizaya are older buses.
Okay.
Yeah, on the older side.
Okay, guys. We were looking for some black people in the town. We saw some people that had descent, but they here, we only here for a day, and we stayed a couple days. I'm sure we would find somebody. Have you ever seen a black person in this town before?
Oh yes,
Okay.
plenty of times. That's why I was telling you that I'm trying to get in touch with maybe the Afro-Descendant Queen, the Beauty Queen, or maybe one of the people from the organization.
All right.
So,
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
So they can talk to us, maybe give us an interview or something.
They will. We keep knocking on the door. Some success is going to happen. So you guys take care. I'm from Atiquizaya.
We're in Atiquizaya. And this is Ahuachapán. We're no longer in Santa Ana. We're moving a little bit to the west.
All right.
So yeah, this is
Dee's,
my town.
Dee's town and Dee's mom town. Dee's mom hometown where she grew up at. So once again, please share the videos. Please subscribe. And more videos to come from El Salvador. Talk to you guys in the next video.